Hi guys, here. It's RumblFilthskin back again with some more bass stuff. If you saw the first video, again, you know this is not really a song I put out lately, but I might go back and start making a real song. We've covered a bass patch performer with Massive, and I'm going to show you how, with this process, you can basically resample and make different grooves and duplicate a performer patch and tweak it and do different oscillators. So you heard the first part. The second part I did was this. Third part I did is something I'll go through and also link a video from pt.2 who showed me and many other people the legato trigger mode in Ableton. When you resample two basses or 4, 5, 6, 17, doesn't matter, sense whatever you want, and you resample it back to audio and then you have them trigger off each other. So at that part I just did this. Okay, now I know each of these segments after the synth intro, these are all 16 bars. You know, sometimes a song is just a structure. It can be whatever you want it to be. This is not a particular way I do something. It's just for a tutorial standpoint of showing you different processes of eventually getting down to the core basses you want and resampling them. Yes, I didn't mess with the drums. I didn't mess with anything. I just made a new patch and then resampled it and did the legato mode in Ableton. So let's go over the second patch. I'll play it one more time for you guys. One. So they're a bit similar. The main difference I made was in performer. But on this patch, the oscillator is yes. Jokes aside, it is modern talking on Spectrum. But I did want to give it kind of a 30 feel and also have somebody that maybe has never heard of modern talking, never used it, which, on YouTube you guys know that it's pretty much overused. Which is it's not a bad oscillator, but it gives it flavor. I put the wavetable position to about 2 o'clock, intensity all the way up, amp all the way up. Second oscillator is Scrapper, intensity about 1 o'clock, wave position about 130, amp all the way up. The third oscillator is Vulgar on Spectrum. Oh, all these are on Spectrum, by the way, so you don't have to mess with that. Vulgar is at about 1230, intensity the same, amps all the way up. Everything's the same except the ring mod is on 2 is all the way down with the LFO up, And I don't think I changed the phase or anything at all. Everything is exactly the same as the last patch, except for the performer. So the performer, all I did was changed basically the first top part from the crossfade sequence. I didn't mess with any modulation, maybe some slight LFO modulation, but yeah. So you can copy this. It's very easy. All I did was just add a little bit more motion here. You know, a little bit of stuff, and then I reversed. I took basically it's not the reversal of the first one, but you could see it, you know, if you load it up, and then I tweaked the bottom a little bit, so it's the same but yet different as the first patch. Now for the fun stuff. For the resampling, all I did was let me move some stuff over. Don't need that. For the resampling, I don't think yeah, I did. Okay. For the sampling, I basically had to pump it up because it was my fault that the wave didn't come out equal level. So that's a technical fault on me yet again. But I added some saturation, slight EQing, overdrive because it was flat. But this is what you do, and I'll link the video for EMC Fractal. Basically, you click on a track. I'll solo this out too. Actually, I'll solo with the drums. Okay, so you click on this and then you highlight up from here and you do something called legato. Where it says legato, you click it, this value would start at 0, you bring it all the way up because you want it to happen all the time, and then you put other, any, next, first, it doesn't matter. But any will just play the same thing over and over, and other is cool. I like to do that. And then you could do two different things. You can do like electro house style, you know, with the value at 0.2, or you can do it all the way up to like, you know, 118 bars before they switch again. But you know, for the sake of this, let's do this. Watch. You launch it from here. These are the two basses that I showed you just now, and they're resampled. So listen to the difference. Basically, you can control the value. That's why it's not all just like one, because I was kind of having some fun just experimenting. I never actually tried this before recording. These are all at 2, no, at 0.2, then it goes up to 0.1, then back to 2. Yeah, so you get what I'm saying. So you can do that to spice it up, and technically you can make 4 basses. And resample all of those and launch them trigger style and have some real cool, interesting stuff. Yeah, I guess for this video that's about it. I mean, I really didn't change much. I just wanted to show you a process that you can make several basses sound completely bananas, and you can make one bass here, and then the second bass can be completely different. And with legato, they will each play through without being triggered from the beginning. So you can have several basses starting at where they left off to trigger the next one. So if you play 0.2 of a track, it will stop at that 0.2 while the other track goes up to that point, and then so on, so on, so on. So they finish themselves. Yeah, that's about it for today. So I'll see you next time.